Hello guys, and today we're going to be going over the Sage modes. So, I have a surprise for you guys. We have 2 extra Sage modes that is coming with the new major update. It's also going to be available for the Patreons probably when this video releases about or so. So, they are kind of rough right now. Not going to lie to you guys, but they are going to get ironed out and be a lot better off in the future because we did just put them in. I did just get all the art, so I wanted to showcase them. As soon as I got everything in, I was excited to show you guys. So here we are. The first 2 Sage modes I'm going to be going over is the Toad and Snake again. I know we went over a basic guide to them, but I would like to go a little more in depth to them and kind of talk about my thought process behind them, why they have the bonuses they do, etc., and maybe a buff to Snake Sage mode that might be needed. But let's start with Toad Sage mode. Here we are with our Toad Sage candidate here, and as you can see, she already has a contract with the Toads, and she has reverse summon Toad. So as I stated before, to reverse summoning, how that works is you are sent away for 7 days. Your opponent is sent away for 7 days and returns. And if you don't get a message, a nice little envelope saying Toad Sage mode, then you didn't get it. Now, how that works is it's ninjutsu level times 5. So she's level 20, so she has a 100% chance to gain Sage mode when she goes. But anything below that, just times it by 5, and that's your percentage chance after 7 days of getting it. If you don't get it, you can always just go back. You know, the cooldown time is 15 days, but it looks like the cooldown time doesn't really, I think over the course of 7 days or something, gets wonky. And it lets you use it right away, which is, it seems to be fine for me. Not a big deal, in my opinion. If you want to go right back after not training at all, then you're losing a colonist for 7 days, and, you know, it can be kind of annoying. So we're just going to pop this reverse summoning, and as you can see, she nice poofs out of existence and she's off the map. This counts as if you guys had the quest where you're sending away people to help out for a certain amount of days for the I think it's the Imperial sends out those quests. It's the same exact thing. It works the same exact mechanics. It's like they going off to do work and then they come back, but they are coming back via the summoning animation, which I think is pretty dope. So give it some time here. And as you can see, she poofs back in, no big deal. And now she has Toad Sage mode. So let's, oh, we don't care. And let us pop that up real quick. So we're going to be using Toad Sage mode. She closes her eyes to enter into Sage mode. And she gets the Sage mode tattoos, which are based on her favorite color, which is right there. Which you can change in character editor if you don't like the color at all, or whatever have you. So let's go in Sage mode. It lasts 4 hours. You get Toad Sage eyes, which are just like kind of the golden eyes. If you have Shotgun, it takes priority over those eyes, so you will have red eyes instead of the Toad Sage eyes. So not a big deal. Toad Sage mode. So moving plus 75%, manipulation plus 35, hearing plus 30, sight plus 20, consciousness plus 20, ninjutsu damage resistance plus 30, chakra damage multiplier plus 75, max chakra plus 100. Melee dodge chance plus 5, melee parry chance plus 15 there. So, the reason why I have decided this is the premier Sage mode that we see in the show. We have about 3 people that we see in Naruto have it, Minato, Jiraiya, and Naruto. So, of course, I had to give this some love here. And there's a reason, a method to my madness with that, is because even with Snake Sage mode, we only see one person in Naruto use it, and then there's a fan fiction called Boruto. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They have one guy in there that uses it, but that's fan fiction, so we don't talk about that. So this is just pure DPS. Basically, I was thinking this would be more purely offensive type of Sage mode. You know, your ninjutsu abilities are going to be amped so high that you're going to be doing 70 plus 75% damage. You're going to be able to move around a lot faster. Your parry is up. Your melee dodge chance is up. And also, let me give you guys an example real quick. I added Frog Kumite. Frog Kumite is innate though. Let's give our guys a nice 3 thing here. So Frog Kumite is the first 3 tiles wide. So you're going to hit everyone in these 3 tiles in front of her. And we're going to show you that right now. We'll make it nice and slow so she doesn't beat the shit. So, of course, they dodge. Boom. They all took that damage. So if you notice, they all got hit with that. That's Frog Kumite for you. So if you have her like in a kill box setting in the door and the people are trying to... Toad Sage mode is going to wipe the floor with them in melee. As it should. the show, like I said, Frog Sage Mode, Toad Sage Mode. Oh my god, I keep calling it Frog. Toad Sage Mode got the most love in the show, so it kind of default got the most love here. But I'm starting to kind of see that, I got to give some love to Snake Sage Mode. So we'll talk about that in a second. And I think that's everything for Toad Sage Mode here. The bonuses, what you get, how to achieve it, and the extra. Oh my god, she destroyed their kidneys. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, and the extra incentive to use that frog kumite. Alright, let's move on to Snake Sage Mode. Alright, so we have our snake, or contestant for Snake Sage Mode here. And obviously, she has a reverse summon snake, summon snake. So, how that works is, it works the exact same way as the reverse summon for Toad. She goes away, she comes back in 7 days, and we achieve Sage Mode based on Ninjutsu level times 5. No, the snakes at Ryuchi Cave are not going to kill her. I felt that was way too restrictive for a game. Also, like I said, I think Snake Sage Mode being the more defensive option rather than offensive option, which we will talk about the bonuses in a second, is the reason why I didn't want to make that extra restrictive for not a lot. I do want to add some more things to it, but it's just hard working around the one person that got Sage Mode in Naruto, which was Kabuto. Working around what he did some pretty crazy shit. So I was going to maybe, and also a lot of those things were grafted onto him. So I was thinking maybe I'd take a few things that he could do. Maybe add a Toxic Bite to the ability, some Toxic Buildup per melee, or something like that, and play around with that, and that would be like a buff to Toad's, Snake Sage Mode there. So we're going to have her come back. Alright, now that she is back, oh my god, they want to rename this place again. We're going to enter into our Snake Sage Mode. Boom. We have Snake Sage Mode. Once again, the tattoo is based on their favorite color there. And let's go into our health settings. It lasts 4 hours. She has Snake Sage Eyes. When we go into Sharingan, they turn into Sharingan Eyes because that takes priority. And they go back to Snake Sage Eyes when she's in Sage Mode. So, moving plus 60%, a little less than Toad Sage Mode. Manipulation plus 30, I think that's more than Sage Mode. Toad Sage Mode. Hearing plus 50, more than Toad Sage Mode. Sight plus 50, Conscience plus 40. Ninjutsu damage resistance plus 40. Chakra damage multiplier plus 50. Max chakra energy plus 100. Melee dodge chance plus 5. Melee parry melee chance plus 15. Toxic resistance and toxic environment resistance plus 100%. So, just added a little bit of things, to give it that extra snake feel, but it's just a more defensive option. It's supposed to keep your pawn up and running. The extra consciousness is so that they really aren't going to go down too easy like that. And then everything else is just buffing, everything about them. I would say they're a more ranged option, but like I said, I do want to add a Toxic Bite or maybe even ability or something that gives them a defensive ability. So you feel like they're not just tanking to tank with their regular ninjutsu abilities. I think it does need to get a little bit of a buff. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the Discord or leave them in the comments at the end of this video. I think the Toxic Bite would be a good buff, or maybe that blinding flash that excuse me, that blinding flash that Kabuto was able to do, where he can blind everyone around him except himself. Maybe make these Snake Sage Eyes immune to that blindness. It can blind and stun everyone in a long radius around him, being able to either escape or just kind of have your pawns come in and finish everybody off that was in that little radius here. So we're now heading into one of our new Sage modes, and I'm really happy to show you guys this. Like I said, these are the foundation. There's probably going to be a lot of changes made to them, either after the update goes live publicly or before. But I do expect to change them since they are a little bit, besides maybe the first one we're going to talk about, they are a little bit easy to get to. And I kind of want to not have everyone running around as a Sage just to be a Sage. So let's get into them. Alright guys, so we have our first Sage mode that we're going to talk about. One of the new ones that I had sneakily made into for a little Christmas gift for you guys, for the patrons, and then also for the public. It's it's going to be released to the public. So I just sneakily put in there. So we're going to create Senjutsu at the comms console. First things first, you need to, do not want to do that, disconnect. You need a mech link. You need to be a mechanator with at least a bandwidth of 8. So the regular mech link actually only gives 6 bandwidth. So you're going to need more bandwidth than the regular. You're going to have to go through one upgrade cycle or have a mech lord suit or something like that, like we do have. and we're going to create Senjutsu. So he's creating Senjutsu with a comms console. So my thought process was, this is the natural, this is natural for Rimworld. You know, obviously robots are kind of their own thing. They are man-made and everything like that, but they're all around. Why can't you mix chakra and the base parts of a robot? I'm really stretching it here, but Mechanic Sage mode is pretty cool. We're gonna enter Mechanic Sage mode, and you see he has a nice custom tattoo made for Mechanic Sage mode, and we have 2 abilities here that open up: Summon Mech and Mech Takeover. So we're gonna go to Summon Mech here. Another thing is, let me talk about this. All of mechs that you have are they're chakra enhanced, which doesn't do much for them except lower their incoming damage and make their move speed go up, because obviously they don't eat and stuff like that. And it also makes them tankier in general. So another ability is they are going to start recharging. It's kind of slow, but you should recharge. I believe I have it set to, by the end of Mechanic Sage mode going out, you should be recharged another plus 50%. I haven't tested this, by the way, so don't quote me. I probably should test this now. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So in 1 hour, he went up by 10%. So yeah, you're going to gain 10% per hour while you're linked to a Mechanic and Mechanic Sage mode, meaning that your mechs are not going to go down. This is purely, we're going to slow it down a bit, and we're going to use our first ability, Summon Mech. Boom. He has summoned the mech to his side. So this mech, so if you, let's just say, have a mech, and you're like, oh my god, they're halfway across the field, my Mechanitor needs help, or they're halfway somewhere, or they're about to go down, and you just don't want to repair them, you don't have the cost to, you can summon any mech that's linked to you to your side. Any mech that's in your group, boom. They're coming straight to you, and they're being, you know, they're helping you out in battle. It just kind of gives you a little more utility for that. And Mech Takeover. I actually want to see if we have any mechs in this Ancient Danger here. Who's assigned to constructing? There we go. Let's have our boy here go up. Hopefully there's some mechs in there, because then I can show you guys Mech Takeover pretty easily. Yep. There are mechs in there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to... This has no range. Huh. I did not set a range to this. Maybe I should. Maybe. That's kind of busted. Oh! So that mech is now a part of our group, and he takes up no bandwidth. But it's only... Oh, it's dead. So it's only set for a certain amount of time. It was chakra enhanced too, by the way. But it went down. So there's that. We can actually do this again. It does cost 60 chakra to do, but let's do it again. Boom! That's now our mech, and we attack, and now we attack. So it's chakra enhanced, it's moving a little faster, taking a little bit less damage. It only lasts a few hours, and right now, as it stands, it's not permanent, I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna add a timer, because as you can see, there's no timer for the takeover. I want to add a timer because once the takeover is over, it will lose its chakra enhanced status, and it will go back to being an enemy, so you have to be aware of that. Also, if you go down or Sage mode is lost, if you run out of time with Sage mode, then of course that also will make it so they will not be taken over anymore. So that's the Mechanic Sage mode. Let's go over some of the bonuses here. So the bonuses aren't very chakra related, and they aren't very heavy, which makes sense. You're not really going from a natural place. This is more of robotic senjutsu with my terrible explanation that I had for it. Being the natural parts of Rimworld or some bullshit. But consciousness plus 15%, I believe. Yes, sight plus 10%, hearing plus 10%, manipulation plus 25%, moving plus 20%. Ninjutsu damage resistance plus 10, and chakra damage multiplier plus 20, max chakra plus 50, melee dodge chance plus 5, mech bandwidth plus 3. So you do get a little extra bandwidth. I think I read up that bandwidth helps, even though we're probably not going to be adding new robots to your bandwidth when you're in Sage mode, just to accommodate for Sage mode, obviously. I believe that having extra bandwidth does help them if you have over the amount, and I could be wrong. I could be talking out my ass here, I think it was like 4 a.m. when I designed this. I was at work. But in any case, that's what we have here for this. It's not heavy on the bonuses because you're supposed to be more about the abilities and the mechanic stuff and being able to take over mechs, which can turn the tide of a fight. If you take over a big enough mech, you can just turn the fight right around on them. You can take over Diabolus or something like that. And Mechanic Sage Mode is pretty busted. I might have to increase the bandwidth requirements for that because once again, Sage Mode is supposed to be once in a I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but I don't think I want to adhere to every single pawn having access to all these Sage modes so easy. That's why summoning contracts are so hard to find, because once you get a summoning contract, you're able to access Sage mode, you're able to access a powerful summon, and it should be that, oh, okay, only maybe 2 out of my 10 pawns can do summons, and they are both different summons. Something like that would be nice. Like the legendary Sannin were pretty unique in their own right because of those unique summons, and then Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were also very much a unique part. How many people really did have summons in the show out of everybody you saw? Let's be serious. Especially big summons like Gamabunta and all those other ones. Alright, we talked a lot about Mechanic Sage mode, especially since it's new. We're gonna move right into our next Sage mode, okay? Alright, going into our last Sage mode that we're going to talk about in this video today is the Anima Sage mode. So the Anima Sage mode is fairly easy to get, and the requirements might go up, definitely. I would like to say after before launch, those requirements are probably going to go up. It's going to be a little more rare. Right now, the only requirement is I think you need a psychic sensitivity of 100%. I think that's the only requirement I had, and ninjutsu level 15, of course. You can't just be no ninjutsu, having Sage mode. Ninjutsu level 15 and above 100% or 100% size sensitivity, and you're able to commune with the Anima tree. Oh, when you commune with the Anima tree, you're creating Senjutsu there. Boom, Anima Sage mode. You commune with the Anima tree, and you now have access to Anima Sage mode. So, Anima Sage mode is extremely powerful. I do want to do some test fights with each Sage mode for this video. I thought that would be really fun. You know, having like 500 point rate against each of them. See how they do, win or lose, whatever. It's probably my fault if they lose, let's be serious. Let's go into Anima Sage mode here. And we have Anima Sage mode. They also has its own thing here. So we have two new abilities, Anima Scream and Aspect of the Thrumbo, which I will do the description so you do understand what they do, but I'm going to go over them in the video as well. Anima Scream is extremely powerful. So based on everyone's size sensitivity, it's going to affect them. So if they have 100% size sensitivity, it will stun them and cause some pain to them. If they have over that, it will start causing damage to their brain. And if they have over 180% size sensitivity, which is like, I believe, psychically hypersensitive, they will have permanent brain damage. I think it takes between 3 to 7 points of brain scarring added to them if they are psychically hypersensitive to you, which we will go over that in the battle, because obviously, and it plays that little Anima Scream. Goddamn, that is way louder and way longer than I thought. I think I usually have the game playing at 1,000,000 miles a second. So, cooldown time is 5 hours because you're going to be out of Sage mode by the time you can use it again. You can only use it once per battle, and I'm probably going to add a hefty chakra cost to that. Just be aware of that. It probably should get a chakra cost. So now we have Aspect of the Thrumbo, which is 80 chakra, and we're going to use it right now. Boom! We summon a chakra enhanced... Oh, it's got cataracts. But it is chakra enhanced Thrumbo. It's going to attack anything that is deemed a hostile on the map. So that's what it's doing right now. I can't see shit because of the cataracts, but hey. But it is still extremely powerful to have a Thrumbo on your side. I believe it's only the one Thrumbo, but let's go over Anima Sage mode's stats here. Moving plus 60%, manipulation plus 30%, hearing plus 20%, sight plus 20%. Ooh, can you not? You know, I'm trying to do something. We're actually gonna pause it. So, what was it? Hearing plus 20%, sight plus 20%, consciousness plus 25%, ninjutsu damage resistance and damage multiplier plus 20, max chakra plus 70, psychic sensitivity plus 100%. if you are a Psycaster and you go with the Anima Sage mode, let's just say you have a baseline. All right. I personally don't like stacking powers. It's a personal opinion of mine. If I was going to make a Anima Sage mode, I'd do exactly how I did it here. He's a baseliner. It makes sense to me. Your whole life is you decided to go the psychic route and you just know of chakra. You know a lot about chakra. You maybe have a couple of elements down. And then just level 15, I commune with the Anima Sage mode, and then I just go ham on all psychic abilities because my psi sensitivity is so high. Which obviously is a double-edged sword when it comes to psi casting, because you are. But if you think about it, if let's just say someone makes you go berserk, you can Genjutsu Kai out of it now because you trained under chakra. So chakra kind of does shore up some of your defenses against psi casting while also making you an Anima Sage, which makes you a extremely powerful psi caster. So it is what it is. I think we're going to go back in order for each of their battles. You know, the Toad Sage is going to get their first battle. Something like that. There you go. And I'll see you guys in the battle sections in a second here. First up on the battle screen is our Toad Sage mode. And we should give her some elements, shouldn't we? Let's go through that together, actually. Let's give her some... She's got good armor, too. That's probably going to help her, but I'm going to be trying to use her abilities, her melee. You know, she's going to be in combat. 38 chakra paper sounds reasonable. Sure. Let's have her read some of this paper. She got lightning element. Oh, she just gets lightning element. How lucky of her. So, she's also a Hyuga, so that probably will help out with everything, but we're going to try to just use Sage mode here. Let's do a execute rate with points. Let's make them all like 550. Sounds about right. You got the Hebo Empire. A bunch of tribals here. Not a big deal. Actually, we should probably enter into Sage mode beforehand. It takes a little bit to enter into Sage mode. Bam. We are in Sage mode. We're moving a lot faster here. Now, I could easily 64 pump these people, but that's just haram. Oh, they're attacking the Hornets. I will get rid of them for the next battle at least. He's dead automatically. Oh my god, she's an absolute monster. Froggy Kumite is crazy. And they are leaving. We're gonna Chidori current everybody, and it killed mostly everybody and stunned. Oh my god. Yeah, the extra damage they're doing is plus 75% damage. It's just absolutely insane. And you're probably not gonna run him down. I think Toad Sage mode passes the OP test. I mean, these guys were like kind of basic, but a 550 point raid deleted by one pawn. Ooh, not bad. She dodged most of everything. I don't think she really took any damage either. Yeah. Alright, next. So now we have our Snake Sage Uchiha, which once again, we're not going to be using her innate abilities. We're going to be trying to just use Sage mode here. So Snake Sage mode doesn't really have anything really going for it that would be considered. And she's got a little bit of a... Looks like that was a harder raid than the last one. Let's go enter into Snake Sage mode here. Boom, we are in Snake Sage mode. She does have fire jutsus. I didn't have her read any more chakra paper. I should have, but she can probably get this taken care of with her fire jutsus there. Now I could also make ninjutsu cast time smaller with the Sage mode as well, possibly. Let's send a fireball their way with the extra chakra we have. And then also the extra chakra damage. We set most of them on fire. And that's most of them gone. Oh, she did get hit there. But her armor does help her. This would probably be good against wasters. Yep. She passed the test. They also have really good melee skills as well. Boom. I also could make it so taijutsu abilities are affected by manipulation. You know, I just constantly thinking about this mod. I think Snake Sage mode is pretty powerful in its own right. You know, you give him some good armor, you give him some good stuff. The extra chakra in itself is good because she's a base Uchiha, which has 175, goes up to 275 in chakra mode. I like it. Next. Okay, so I decided to do something special here with the Mechanic Sage mode, and that is to summon Diabolus. So Diabolus is right there. He's got his little buddies with him and everything. So I decided, let's actually take ourselves out of God mode there. I was testing some things. Let's enter into Mechanic Sage mode. As you can see, we're in Mechanic Sage mode. And let's go check and see. Oh, he's destroying the Hornets. Let's go see exactly how powerful this is. Actually, we can do that from here because we have no range. And Diabolus is now on payroll. Hi, Diabolus. I think he did take off the bandwidth, take up bandwidth. And now he's fighting his own people. Awesome. Love to see it. Can you please? So this raid is kind of a wipe here. Obviously, we might have to take out Diabolus, which we probably couldn't do on our own, but having Diabolus fight his own mechs is kind of... Oh, that's right, they don't take fire damage. He might get taken out by his own people. Oh. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing to them. That's kind of sad, actually. But, can we summon... Oh, we can't summon mechs that were taken over in that way. Oh! That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Well, he got one of them down. But with the turret he has. He is chakra enhanced. His right leg is burned off. Oh, so I guess it is affecting him? What is life? Oh, it does kill them. Oh, he's not controlled anymore. Help. And we have blame 200. Oh, we can actually do it. Let's take over the Militor. All right. And did Diablos like fucking heal or something? Oh. It's not fun. Can we decommission him? Is there a way to do that? Is there a way to decommission? I'm gonna call this a wash, honestly. Let me get the boys to come step in right now and do what they do best. Just beat the absolute shit out of him while he's taking over. Which I think is a win. I think the Mechanitor, he requires you to do the whole full Mechanitor. You need like... Oh, he was taking less damage, I just realized. Damn, Dad. Just ate that. Yeah, Diablo sucks in melee. What are you doing, bruh? You okay? I think his turret got ripped off. Doesn't matter. It's over for you. This one took a lot longer. Like I said, you need a full Mechanitor, Oh no. The full Mechanitor, like, playthrough. And I love how he's just sitting up there doing absolutely nothing. Oh, nice. Defeated. Thanks. I mean, that's a Mechanitor for you. You know, let me just sit here and deal with nothing. Alright, next. For this next raid, we're going to be looking into maybe some Imperials, because they have higher psychic sensitivity. Or I just want to add a raid and add high psychic sensitivity to somebody in the raid, possibly. But we can execute raid with faction. Exodus Imperium. 550. I'm guessing they have Psycasters. Maybe. I could be wrong. Oh, he's psychically deaf. I love that. Love that for you. I don't think I added. I think if they're psychically deaf, it still works as if they're all psychically deaf. Excuse me, sir. It's because they're hussars. That's nutty. Well, you, my friend, will be the test subject of brain damage. Psychically hypersensitive. All right, let's head on over. Oh, we're not in Anima Sage mode. Let's enter Anima Sage mode, and then we'll head on over. Boom. What are they shooting at? Oh, more thingies. We're gonna actually first. Let's actually. And now let us Anima Scream. And as you can see, the psychically deaf people, I think, weren't affected at all. Oh no. I think they weren't affected by because of their shield. Or maybe it's a radius around me. Huh. It did not give her the brain damage. I wonder if it has to do with that shield. Very, very, very sneaky, sis. Let's actually have her. Can you not ruin my things? There we go. Oh, is that a different shield? Where the fuck is this shield coming from? Oh. Well. Let's take that off. Let us do a little kajiggering. Oh. Meant to reset. Hold up. Hold. Okay, we're back. We're back. Oh, she put it back on her. This fucking bitch. No. Oh, it does make them drop it. Cool. Now, it looks like it did do the damage. So if they have a Anima Scream, pain plus 60%. So if they have a it is 3 to 7. So doing 4 is actually makes sense. So, and it is a range. We're gonna have to add a range bubble to it. See, I told you. I was doing these things. How are you? You are. Some of these people are stunned. Let's go in there. We didn't give them any elements at all. Oh no. Oh no, our Anima Sage Mode might go down. Anima Scream is affected by shields. Who knew? We should have let the Thrumbo take care of everything. We literally have, yep, we can move a little faster than them. So we're gonna let the Thrumbo take care of everything. Whoop. We also don't have, yeah, animal attack. I mean, he is attacking, right? Bruh, leave me alone. They had to use some basic ass abilities. Alright, we can come help you out. Yo, he's got 3 hours left on his summon. Nice. I think this was a success, actually. Nice. We got this guy in melee. Oh, we gotta throw him on our side. Oh, over. He wins. It was a little touch and go. That was my fault, though. But Anima Scream does work. I guess it doesn't go through shields. I should really look into that. I don't know if that's a good balance, because it is kind of extremely OP, and I guess that most people would have shields, right? That are psychically hypersensitive. No, actually. I see all the time Psycasters come in without shields. I don't know. I might have to go back to drawing board on that one. I thought Anima Scream was going to be the most broken thing on this list, honestly. But it is definitely a radius around him. I just have to see exactly what that radius is. But in any case, it only affects hostiles too. I just want to make sure you guys understand that. And aspect of the Thrumbo, yeah, he's looking for. He did really well. His eye got a little fucked up, but like, Chakra Enhanced is just broken. Having a thing that doesn't really need to stop fighting at any moment and takes half the damage from everything. Kind of busted in my opinion. All right, guys. I think that's the all of the battles we went through. We went through all the sage modes. I think that's it. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone for getting this far in the video, for watching, for everything. Honestly, I really wanted to get this out for you guys as a surprise for Christmas Day. I might have the video go up a little bit earlier. I might have the Patreon sent out a little bit earlier. There are some things to work out with the sage modes, all of them in general. I think even Toad and Snake have one thing I want to work out, and then obviously with Snake being buffed, that's not really a bug or oversight. It's just kind of needs to be buffed. Mechan to Sage mode is good in my opinion. I think it's a nice touch. I think not being able to summon the ones that you take over is fine. I'm gonna add a timer to that as well, so you can see exactly how long you have. And Anima Sage mode, Anima Scream going through shields. I don't know. I'm super conflicted on that because it is kind of a good drawback to have, and it is kind of a self-fixing drawback, like something I didn't expect to happen but did happen. And when they don't have the shield, it clearly does fucking rape their brain when the Anima screen is applied and everyone else is just stunned for a good amount of time, which is very handy. It does need a radius ring around it if it is going to be a radius. I gotta look at what I wrote down. Aspect of Thrumbo, I think it's fine. It's pretty balanced, pretty fair. Having a chakra enhanced Thrumbo around you is pretty busted in my opinion. I think originally it was going to be 2 Thrumbo, but then I decided on 1 because it's chakra enhanced. So I think that's fair. I think that's a huge part of battle. That's a free animal. Summons in general are kind of busted. But in any case, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everything. Thank you all the patrons for their support as always. If you have any ideas or anything you want to talk about Sage mode in the comments, just leave me any ideas, suggestions. We also have a Discord. Join the Discord. It will be in the description. That's what that's called. It'll be in the description below, so you can kind of look at and come into Discord and see all the updates, see the suggestions box. I do pin the good suggestions down. We just recently had a long suggestion about Chinchuriki, and I'm going to definitely steal that idea and make it seem like I did it all on my own. No big deal, no big problems. That's how life works. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I will be doing another episode for our series probably very soon. Christmas and working has been a little crazy right now, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get it out by Christmas Day. Try to record something. It might not be in the same format. It'll be more of a live commentary, unlike the pre-recorded one. I think you guys did definitely enjoy the pre-recorded one without the shitty fucking background music. But in any case, thank you. Oh, okay. All right. You guys just... All right, well, fine. Fuck you guys then.